So guys, I'm just here at my house. My sheath for my diving sparrow knife seemed a little loose to me. It was tight and just over time seemed to loosen up on me. So I asked Justin from over at Greer Wolf what I could do to tighten it up a little bit. And I asked him if I could wet form it. And I was afraid that I'd ruin my sheath by doing that, but he said it'd be fine. And my oven doesn't go down to 120 degrees, which is the temperature he suggested for me. So he said I could just do it by lubing it up, sticking it in there, and press forming it, and then just letting it air dry. So I've already ran this under warm water for a minute, which is what he suggested. And I'm going to lube the blade up and wrap it in saran wrap here. And I guess I didn't need to use petroleum jelly, but I could have just used an oil, I'm not sure. But truthfully, if I'm going to let this thing sit, I just wanted to make sure this was going to be really well lubed. Now, you can see that I'm going away from the blade as I'm applying this. That way I don't get cut. So I don't need any accidents. So I'm going to do both sides. I'm not too worried about getting too much on there. I'm going to have some nasty hands. I'm going to have to wipe on my jeans. Probably going to get in trouble if I have to wipe, but if you guys don't tell, I'll probably be alright. Now I don't know how far up I need to lube this, but truthfully I don't mind putting it up a little further. I want to make sure this thing don't rust on me. I can get this stuff all back off if I need to. Alright, I think that's probably enough. Wipe my hands off in the grass and then on my pants. Oh yeah, we're good now. Hopefully I didn't sit there and play around too long I won't have to wet that back down again. I don't know, we'll see here in a sec, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up like he suggested. Okay, I was out of frame there, guys, I'm sorry. But I didn't do anything fancy. Nothing fancy at all. I think I'm just going to slide it back in. He said to just keep working it around the handle area here for sure. So I'm going to sit there and do that for a little while here. Then I'm going to let it dry. So I'd like it to kind of just snap in there a little bit if I could. That'd be idea for me, at least, I think. I don't want it to be too tight, but I've never done this before, so this is definitely something new for me. I'll flatten that out a little bit over here. Kind of looked a little bit bubbly to me. Yeah, I didn't realize how malleable this got. This was really hard before I put it under the water. Man, it seemed to really just soften up, after I ran it underneath the water. Well, now you can probably kind of see that little knot in there. That's kind of what I'm kind of looking for, I think. I guess Justin will tell me if I'm wrong, or I'll find out myself, whichever one happens. But I'm going to let this air dry. I'm kind of impatient. I really was hoping that oven idea was going to work out good. but yeah. Once this dries, I'll let you guys know how it turns out. But definitely wanted to show this because it's something new to me. So I'll get back with you. So guys, I was told after an hour to go ahead and work it again, and it's been an hour. Actually, it's been just a little bit over an hour, so hope I'm not breaking the rules per se. But I was told to kind of work it again after the hour, and I'm not sure what this is doing, but like I said, I never done it before. I think it's turning out good. I really do. I mean, you can really see where the profile of it. I think you guys can see the knife profile here falling around. I think it's turning out really nice personally. I'm so impatiently can't wait just for this thing to dry out so I can recoat it and test it out. I did, when I laid it down, I did try to make sure that, well, I don't know if you can see, I did try to make sure that this was still in line, because it was slightly cocked like this when I laid it down at first, and then I straightened it out when I laid it down because I wanted to make sure it did stay kind of straight, if that makes any difference. And I didn't know if I should or not, but I went ahead and threw the fire steel back in because I didn't want that to somehow shrink and make it hard for the fire steel to get put back in. I'm going to work it just a little bit more here, and then I'm going to go set it back up in my bedroom up on top of my safe and let it dry unless I get told some more things I needed or do to this, you know. But if I do, I'll try to do some video on it and let you know how it turns out. I'm really happy with it so far. I know it's a little windy. Wow. Got a storm blowing in here today. Seems to happen a lot, but yeah, I mean, I really like how this is turning out, guys. I don't know if I should be pressing this part down at all, but I don't want it to be too bumpy. Yeah, guys. Probably be tomorrow or maybe even the next day when I get back with you on this. We'll see how it turns out. Get you a little look of it here. It's still kind of mostly flat on the back. I don't know if you can see. Well, got too much saran wrap in the way. But, alright guys. So guys, here's the finished product of the wet forming. I may go back and redo it a little bit because I got a little impatient at some point, and you can see a little bit of a slack in it. But it does have a bit of retention, as you can see there. And it kind of snaps back in. But anyway, there's the finished product. I mean, it definitely holds it so it doesn't fall out, but like I said, there's that little bit of slack in there that I wish I didn't have. I'm fairly happy with it. Like I said, I think I might redo it again. You can kind of see how it didn't stay in line. I needed to kink it some more, I think, when I was letting it dry. But for the most part, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I did lube it back up or whatnot. And just so you guys do know, the fire steels, when they get wet, and I already knew this, but like I said, it didn't bother me too much. But these will corrode with water, just so you know. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Everything seems to work kind of as functioning like I kind of wanted it to, except for, like I said, I may have been slightly impatient and moved the knife around a little bit when it was drying. But other than that, you can kind of see it riding right through here. Boom, snap. So anyway, something you guys could probably try out, or I think I would definitely recommend doing that. Because before, I could just flip it upside down and it would just slide right out. And really didn't think that was a good idea. I didn't like it when it just slid out. Heck, I'd just be hanging on to it, just set it down, you know, or something, and it would slide out the end of it. So, anyway, guys, Thank you for watching.